I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can do what I need to do. Hello.
Hey, face! I'll do what I can to help you find the killer. But don't get the wrong idea. I'm only helping you so you don't pin this on me, just to make some agency arrest quota.
The agency doesn't have a quota. We're only interested in the truth.
Yeah, well, the truth is the clown didn't do it. Chuck.
That's no way to speak of the recently departed.
He was a manipulative, egotistical... Why, probably died just to over my comeback. Ever seen a clown naked?
You better shut up or I'll arrest you for indecency.
Doesn't Agent Ray ever get on your nerves?
If you're trying to play psychological games on me, don't waste your time.
Off. I'm bored now. Want a free wallet? It's just reminding me of how awful my life is now. What the dust?
Buy me some kombucha?
I have a new wallet for you. Can I have your muddy one?
I could use a clean wallet, thanks. Here's my old one.
We'll talk later. Don't leave town.
Where would I go? Have you seen my dime? You got any ransom swag?
This isn't mud on the wallet. It looks more like a blood stain. There's nothing inside. No money nor any ID.
You got any ransom swag?
Great. Now I'm carrying around a handful of black soot. There's nothing inside. 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 There's nothing inside.
Where the hell have you been, Dolores? We're all here waiting for you so we can start the reading of Uncle Chuck's will.
Take a chill pill, Lenore. I had to answer the door. It was one of those federal agents.
I don't care if it was the flippin' Pope. Let's get on with it, sister. I want to know what I got.
Wait, I thought you said everyone was here. Where's the lawyer?
I don't know. I thought he was coming with you.
Oh, Lenore, you're useless. Has anyone tried calling him?
Well, maybe if you hadn't left town and broken Uncle Chuck's heart, we wouldn't need to call a lawyer to read a will. This is all your fault, Dolores. Dolores, if you have anything to say, you say it to me. Don't make Chucky cry.
Okay, we got off on the wrong foot. Let's try again. Lenore.
Dolores. If you came for the will reading, you might as well leave now and save yourself the disappointment. Uncle Chuck had a new favorite niece before he passed. Also, have you called the stupid lawyer yet? I want to get the will read and see how little Uncle Chuck left you.
Would it kill you to help out a little?
I wasn't the one who abandoned the family. I was always there for Uncle Chuck, so it's time for you to finally lift a finger and help out.
Oh, gag me. All you were ever there for was a handout from Uncle Chuck.
Oh, Dolores, I won't shed one tear for you when the will is read and Uncle Chuck left everything to me.
So Uncle Chuck really hated me?
Can you flip and blame him? You broke his heart when you left to become a you-know-what.
A game developer?
Oh, shh. Do you want the whole house to hear?
Is my career really that shameful?
Oh, hell yes, sweetie.
Then what do you tell people I do instead?
We just tell people you went to rehab. It's better for the family name.
You tell people I'm a drug addict?
Better they think that than know you chose to make those mind-corrupting murder simulators for a living.
For the last time, Lenore, I don't make murder simulators.
Oh, sure you don't, sweetie.
Ugh. You know what? I don't care. Tell them whatever you like, you grody poser. But this makes us even for the time I used your homecoming crown as a conductor in my homemade generator. Do you know anything about Dad's disappearance?
Dad probably ran off to hide somewhere. It's amazing that Dad and Uncle Chuck were cut from the same genes. One a powerful leader, and the other, well, spineless.
Don't talk about Dad like that, Lenore. You're so cruel. How is Chuck Jr. doing?
Chucky is thriving. Some people say he's a brat, but those people just don't recognize his blossoming leadership abilities. No doubt picked up from Chuck Sr. because he certainly didn't get them from his father.
How are things with Peter?
Fine. Just peachy. I can't believe we've only been together 20 years now because it feels like a flippin' eternity.
I think we're done here.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Dolores, if you have anything to say, you say it to me. Peter doesn't want to talk to you.
Graphics Basic, and Enhanced Basic. Unlock the full potential of your computer with over 100 additional English language commands. Now beginning programmers can create complex graphics, animation, and music without being a machine language programming expert. Sounds perfect. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud modem. My Commodore 64 is now supercharged with Graphics Basic. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud modem. It's my handy ASCII chart. Never know when you'll need to decode binary messages, so I always practice, every day. It's my handy ASCII chart. Never know when you'll need to decode binary. It feels lonely without Uncle Chuck around. Looks like an old receipt. That looks like Uncle Chuck's journal. It's a receipt from the town's electronics store. 1 vacuum tube puller, paid in full. Uncle Chuck was a strange and complicated person. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him. It's Uncle Chuck's custom-built multi-band oscilloscope. I don't have a reason to use Uncle Chuck's oscilloscope. It's Uncle Chuck's check register. I'm not going to carry this big checkbook around. It's a stub from a check that Uncle Chuck wrote. It's the stub of a check that was made out to an attorney, Brant Balawick. Payment in full for will and reading. It's the stub of a check that was made out to an attorney, Brant Balawick. Payment in full for will and reading.
Hi there. This is Brant Bailiwick, JD. Do you have legal problems? Then you've come to the right place. I'm out of the office today, prepping for ThimbleCon 87. Try me later.
It's a receipt from the town's electronics store. One vacuum tube puller, paid in full.
Hi, Dolores. Oh, let's go over to the counter where we can talk.
Here's an old receipt. Know anything about tube pullers?
I seem to remember a tube puller that we got from Smart Buy Electronics. We bought up all their inventory when they went under. Yes, here it is. This is a top-of-the-line tube puller. Your uncle always bought the best.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Ricky. It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT class. Stay tuned for last week on Hospital Hijinks. It's a TX1138 tube, and it looks burned out.
Dolores, it's me, Dad. Dolores, can you see me? I'm standing right here. I want to give you a hug and say I'm sorry. I wish I'd, stood up for you against Chuck. I'm really proud of you for getting that programmer job. You followed your dreams and didn't let Chuck hold you back. I wish I could have, been as strong as you. I wish I'd stood up to Chuck. Chuck pushed everyone around and used his charm to make everyone forgive him. I saw it and, didn't do anything. Goodbye, Dolores. I miss you.
I wonder what the guest is up to now.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can do...
You got any loose change? You got any loose change? You look like you're hitting the willy sauce harder than I am.
Well, you look like your liver's about to fail, so I guess we both look like... Will you do me a favor?
I'll do almost anything for $1.
I'm gonna ignore that line, because it's too easy. But next time someone gives you some cash, can you pick up one of those pine tree car fresheners and hang it around your neck? You smell like... I don't really blame you for drinking.
Oh, you don't?
Nah, with your ugly face, I drink every time I pass the mirror.
You're one to talk.
You got any booze to spare?
If I did, it would cost you.
To be honest, I think you should be offering a drink to the poor that gotta look at you. How else will they get through the day?
I may be a bum, but at least I'm not an... Loose change? You look like you're hitting the willy sauce.
Well, you look like your liver's about to fail, so I guess we both... You always hated Chuck Edmund, right?
I don't talk about that.
Well, I hated him, too.
Really?
Yeah, that arrogant snob thought he was too good to make my toys. Canceled the most lucrative deal of my life. We're the only people in town who didn't want to kiss his ass.
No, there was definitely something wrong with that man.
Yeah, it's too bad his milquetoast little of a brother Franklin had to vanish. He wanted to make the dolls, because he knew a good deal when he saw one. Dumb Chuck would rather the factory stay dead than make the toys. The stubborn... And you can bet if I ever find Franklin, I'll wring his scrawny neck for bailing on me!
Loose change? Have you seen my dime?
Stop! Stop! Birds!
Hey, buy me a drink?
That's a rare first edition of my fantastic comic book.
You got any ransom swag? You got any loose change?
This is my prototype. I'm not handing it over to anyone. This is too valuable just to give away for no reason. It's my ex-lawyer's business card. Brent Bailiwick J.D. Legal problems? We'll screw him for you. I'm in the phone book. He definitely screwed me. It's my tube of Cosleric's patented anti-itch medicine. Works wonders.
You got any ransom swag? Loose change?
Tastes great on ice cream, too.
You got any rent?
Not yet. If I use it too soon, my might fall off.
Thimbleweed Park guided tour. You got any loose change?
I'm not giving this away. I need it.
Secondhand crystals. Have you seen my dime?
Odd. It seems to be missing a tube. It's a pretty big vacuum tube.
Hi there. It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's a BB19. It's not working. It's missing its AT25 tube. It's a TX1138 tube, and it looks burned out. It's an SR5858 tube It's an SR5858 tube in perfect condition. This WC67 tube is in perfect condition. It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's a WC67. It's a TX1138 tube, all fresh and shiny. KSCUM's phone system is now out of order. It doesn't work in that. It's the wrong size tube. This is a TX1138 size tube. That's using an AT25 tube. It's a TX11. It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT class. It's not working. It's missing its AT25 tube. It's a BB19 tube, in perfect condition.
Well, back hello, Dolores. How lovely to see you today. How may I be a boo of service?
How's business been going?
In this town, always slow. You know how it is. How else may I be a boo of service?
Did you see my dad just before he disappeared?
I saw him, but I don't know, Abu, what happened to him. Funny thing, Abu, though.
Yes? Please, tell me everything.
That same day, a man with a large nose, Abu, checked in and disappeared.
Weird. Dad's nose isn't big, and you know what Dad looks like.
How else may I be a boo of service?
I'm going to check out the beautiful lobby.
Goodbye. Have a nice evening, Abu.